Morning, everyone. Welcome to another This Might Hurt. Happy Friday to you. I am very excited it's Friday. I've had a long week, and I am ready for the weekend. What do I want to say about today? I don't know. It's been a long week. I went to my therapist yesterday talking about the traumatic event that happened to me Tuesday, and she was talking about how we need to work on uncoupling, right? Uncoupling the event after the concert from the concert itself. And I know what she's talking about because we were talking about it in my IOP yesterday about how we have to separate the experiences, right? So our woolly mammoth will automatically start to make connections, right? And we want to disconnect certain things. So, for example, leaving the concert hall and the traumatic events that followed that need to be separate from the actual concert. But it's not always easy to do, especially if you don't realize that's what your subconscious mind is doing to things, right? So, for example, it might be that I don't know, you're involved in a car wreck, and if you don't get back in the car and separate the traumatic event from the actual driving, then you may never drive again, right? Because you might be too afraid to do that. So she was telling me a story about her. She was snowboarding. She fell and she broke her hand. And she got her medical attention, whatever. She went right back and snowboarded a few more times until she decoupled the experience, right? And so that's where I think I'm going to spend my energy this weekend. And then I got a call from my professor who was telling me that my research project idea was too advanced. And then after speaking with me for half an hour or so, decided that it was not too advanced, that I had a good handle on what I was doing and I should continue and stay the course. But now he's got me worried that maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew. But anyway, I digress. Let's get the energies for today. Did it come out? Nope, sure didn't. There we go. Death, transformation. I was talking to my friend CJ yesterday about 13. 13 has been a thing for the collective, I guess, for my collective, for a little bit. I like the fact that it's the masculine energy that's getting trampled. Not that it's a masculine, I just like that it's the action. Always have to do something to fix something. Because I think now with the current astrology, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it just is just what it feels like for me, that we're not taking action, that we're sitting back and letting things unfold and nurturing the seeds that we planted and waiting for them to bloom, right? And that's what this would be like. We're so used to just taking action that we have to just sit and wait now and trust and have faith that that the things that we have planted will come to fruition, right? Yeah, I love that. I love that for us. Next card out is the Four of Cups again. So not taking the things that we don't want to. We don't have to take everything that's offered to us. We really don't. We just have some, I don't know, assessment of the situation and deciding if we want to put that cup in our cup garden. Which this was actually the advice yesterday. So the fact that we're in that energy today just tells me that we're very aligned today. Very aligned. Working with the universe. This one on its side, the Magician. Again, I don't think this is good or bad. I think it's just maybe wait and see what it is. Get more information before you start manifesting, right? I tell my clients all the time, I'm very big on this. And I don't think the other clinicians really do it. But it's something that I just really, really believe in. With sobriety, but I do a deal breakers list, and I have them write down the characteristics of friends, family, romantic partners, jobs, and all the things. Write down the things that they have to have and the things that they can't have and the things that would be nice to have. Until we have that list defined, how would we even know what we're manifesting is what we want? We have to really look at that, right? And the reason I have deal breakers and must-haves is because sometimes you can identify one but not the other. Right? Like they must be sober. So obviously the deal breaker is that they're in active addiction, right? So they're usually the opposites. But if you try to figure out just the deal breakers, sometimes you get stuck. So you got to kind of play both sides of that coin. But I feel like that's what this is. I feel like that is just, I'm going to wait and decide what's right for me before I manifest it, or at least fully define it before I manifest it, which is a healthy respect for the manifestation process, right? We should not be rushing in there and going all nilly-willy on it. Some people do, and it works out, and that's fine, and that's great. But in my experience, it's better to pause, take a breath, and make sure. There we go. You guys, I don't know what it is with this side of the table. It's crazy to me. All right, next card out is the Hermit. So following your own star, right? Find your own true north. And it doesn't matter. I like that this almost looks like the Fool to me, right? Because they're on the edge of the cliff and it's dark. But she's looking at her star that she carries within her lantern. Guys, you are the magic, right? They say find your true north, follow your star, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's within you, right? And that's part of like what we were talking about with this. Finding your true north. Figuring out what your deal breakers are. Figure out what your must-haves are. Figure out what your values are. That's what I'm actually doing my project on. My research project is researching something called logotherapy by Viktor Frankl and applying it towards substance use, which is, I can't believe it hasn't been done yet. But yeah, so taking and deciding what's right for you. For me, that's logotherapy. And logotherapy is the practice of asking yourself, why did I survive the thing, instead of what did the thing try to teach me? So kind of letting the thing go and deciding what's the purpose, what's the lantern, what's the star in the lantern that I'm carrying with me that's in front of me. It's not the thing, but it's the thing that's in front of me. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I love that. I love that for us. I think it's a great, healthy, spiritually respectful place to be in right now. Right? We don't have to take everything that's offered to us. Let things transform and unfold. Have that healthy respect for what you're manifesting, and then decide what's truly yours. What are your values? What are your deal breakers for everything, right? Everything. What's the advice for today? Advice for today. Advice for today. There we go. High Priestess, trust your intuition, guys. Channel it down from the divine. Let the information come to you. That can't be done in chaos. It can't be done when you're busy, when you're running around in your masculine energy. It comes when you are quiet. When you're quiet. Slow down. Take some time. Meditate. Quiet the mind. Make today your peaceful day. I know I had to what do you call it? I had to quote my monks today. I miss the monks. I do. We have pictures of them up in our room. But yeah, channel the energy from above, as above, so below. Write your book, write your chapter. And the moon is representative of those things which are hidden, which we cannot see, right? And she masters that. She trusts her intuition. She trusts her feelings, right? Your intuition is in your gut, not in your head. Trust that. Trust those things are lining up for you. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is a new community, right? 3 of Cups, new community. It's a community of what's the word I'm looking for? Diversity, right? Diversity. And when we stay in the same community, even the diverse community becomes stale, right? We can't grow and not add to or change in some ways our community. Otherwise, we're not growing, guys. We're not growing. We're stuck, we're stagnant. And if that's where you want to be, that's great. Me, I keep pushing forward. So my community and my friends and my surroundings change quite often, which can be depressing at times, but can also be very energizing, because it means that I have evolved, right? My plan is to not come back to this godforsaken planet. I told you guys that. All right, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to leave it there. You guys take care, and we'll chat tomorrow.